what's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new Congress time with the latest issue of X-Force. Been really digging X-Force. This is definitely my second favorite from Dawn of X. So let's just jump right in, boys. It's gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Alright, an eye for an eye. Mutants around the world are flocking to the island nation of Krakoa for safety, yada yada yada. Within weeks of Krakoa's descent, the Declaration of Sovereignty, a strike team was sent by mysterious Assyrians. Cabal Xeno attacked Krakoa and Soyo, rejecting their history as victims. Mankind's responsible response is immunity. Immunity. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of characters in this way. Hold up. Let me go back. We got a lot of characters after this one. We got Wolverine, Kid Omega, nice. Domino. I hope that the Krakoan tree skin thing that she's rocking isn't permanent. Hopefully she goes back to like a normal design. Hopefully. So until like her skin starts to heal up a bit. At least that's what I'm hoping they're doing. Professor X, Marvel, girl, get her out of that goddamn costume. Beast, Sage, Black King, Storm, okay, Apocalypse, ooh. There's Sinister, Mystique, my man Magneto, hell fucking yes. Exodus, Nightcrawler, and Forge. Alright, next page. We got a lot of characters in this one. Should be good. What?
You want some bacon?
Sure. Okay. Xavier's pharmaceuticals distribution site off the eastern seaboard. And it's raging out there. I call this meeting of the Quiet Council to order. The breach of Krakoan perimeter and the subsequent attack on our population. Wait, there's another attack going on? Yo, who are these guys? They're attacking Xavier's other place they got there in the eastern seaboard. Is he gonna die again? They gonna kill Charles again just to bring him back? What's going on this time? Alright, hold on. There we go. Resulted in deaths of more than a dozen mutants, myself included. Through it might sound strange to say I'm glad this happened. Alright, what are these guys going into? Because despite their best efforts, we're still here. The attack only reinforces our strength and unity. Next page. But questions have naturally arise. Questions about our vulnerability. Oh, questions about our security and defense. Ooh, he's dead. Questions about retaliation. Questions about our new enemies. Next page. The Grove, Krakoa. Let me answer these questions by telling you a story of the gods. Everyone knows Hercules for its strength, but did you know he spent his early life in hiding, living among the mortals, for fear that he would be killed by those jealous of him? Of course he didn't fit the earthly plane. And when his true nature was revealed to him, he hoped to become divine and achieved immortality. So began the 12 labors, and a gauntlet of testing the demigod would have to survive. Probably this sounds familiar, but here's what you might not know. He would have perished if not for his half sister, Athena, the goddess of wisdom. She scared away the stifling birds. She returned the golden apple of Hesperides. She saved Hercules from his madness and escorted him out of Hades. Next page. God, get you another goddamn costume. I'm probably gonna keep saying it until I get her out of that goddamn costume. I hate it. It's so outdated. Christ. He had the muscles, but she had the mind. Gene, since you already interviewed Madrox Prime, maybe you can tell us what the duplicants saw. I can do better than tell you. Next page. This man, I love the art of the series, man. It's so good. The psionic replication isn't perfect in the same way a facial construction from a sketch artist isn't perfect, but it's something. Next page. I wonder if Psylocke can do this. Probably not, because she probably could, because she's an Omega level mutant, or I guess was an Omega level mutant. They're expertly efficient, perfectly timed, the same as the crew of assassins that assaulted Krakoa. But note the weapons, 5.5 millimeters, 5.56 millimeters, compared to the 7.7. Wait, is that 7.6? Yeah, 7.6 millimeters that took down the Professor. And their technical gear is brand name. The assassins, by comparisons, were outfitted with custom manufactured tech. Are you saying they're not the same threat? I don't know what I'm saying. I certainly would prefer if they were one and the same. Given that we have no leads into the assault on the island, that's it. Next page. That's the end of what we know. We might have been lucky that the dude. Wait, hold on, let me zoom in real quick. Sure. I've been lucky enough to survive long enough to reabsorb, but Jamie wasn't. It was agony for him. I feel sick just to share the memory with you now. The chopper flew from a western heading. How far offshore are we? New York is 15 miles away, but the helicopter obviously came from a ship. Obviously? Please enlighten us, Sage. I've already scanned all satellite tracking systems. No shore sides. All air traffic aligns with the time stamp of the attack. The storm system was 11 miles wide and disrupted all radars for Marty time and air traffic, which they must have planned for a cloaked attack. The helicopter wouldn't have fared well in high winds, and their scuba gear could only accommodate a short distance. So I conclude, obviously, that they came from a nearby vessel. There's one of their corpses right there. Next page. Nothing seems obvious to me right now, except that the humans are trying to destabilize us. Jesus. We already knew that they stole a shipment of petals. But this wasn't merely a grab-and-go operation. The shit written in Krakoian or whatever. The pedals might have been might be a misdirection, distracting us from what they're really after: data. Our interface is impenetrable from outside, so they came inside, omitting the firewall. Same strategy they used to stage the hit on Xavier. Get inside, target the intelligence. So you certain they came from that they're the same strike team? Isn't it obvious? We're in the crosshairs again, but this time the aim is finances. It's financial. They use this how to access our central intelligence, and now I'm seeing a maze of cloak transfers and dollars, euros, pesos, yen, rubies. What's yans or yans? How do you say that? What's that? Is that like Chinese currency? The portfolio of Charles Xavier. Xavier serves as the shadow chairman and the primary stockholder of the following organizations, some of which rank in the Fortune 500 enterprises. But his involvement with the companies has been largely kept secret, avoiding calling attention to his wealth and power. Okay, so Charles, whose pounds you got in your money? Xavier Pharmaceuticals, makes sense. Gifted Mind Technology, makes sense. Uncanny Valley Farms, gee, I wonder where you got that name from. Summer News and Media, I wonder where you got that name from. Evolution Energy, X Mark Spots Mining, you're not even trying with that one. Cerebral Films, come on, Xavier, let's try to be subtle. Phoenix Law Office, my God, you're not even trying to be subtle with these names. Salon Central Auctions and Real Estate. Okay, that could actually go through. Blackbird Motors. That's pretty good. Wolverine Waste Management. Do you want to be find out? His dream philanthropical foundation. 90% of these names are so obviously done by Xavier. Like this man says right here. Xavier serves as the shadow chairman and primary stockholder of the following organizations that rank in the Fortune 500 enterprises, but his involvement in these companies have been largely kept secret to avoid calling the attention to his wealth and power. Yet these names are so fucking obvious that Charles had like some hand in. Xavier Pharmaceuticals, I mean we already know about the Krakoian stuff, but like stuff like Cerebral Films, X Mark Spot Mining, Wolverine Waste. Why are you using Wolverine's name for that? You got Gifted Mind Technology, Phoenix Law Offices. Like, come on now at that point. Come on, man. You might as well just have Gene be the one running it at that point. But anyway, he also could create the digital currency known as X-Coin. Charles! You are one of the smartest mutants out there. You are one of the most powerful mutants out there. Yet you couldn't be any more obvious with these names. X-Coin? X-Coin? Really? X-Coin? Do you want this to be a say, or do you want it pretty much, or do you want to basically be holding up a sign that says, I own all these? Let me retrieve my hat. Like, Charles, like, come on, man. You could be way more subtler than these names. I don't even know why I'm like seriously, I'm like this. You're not even trying. Summer's News and Media, Uncanny Valley Farms, the Phoenix Law Office, and Cerebral Films. Those are the ones that really get him. Just like, do you want to get caught? Anyway. His exact wealth is incalculable, but since mutant sovereignty was declared, he is now widely considered the wealthiest, most powerful man alive. Wonder what his bank company looking like. Charles must be flown with green. It's probably flown with green. Anyway, some of these investments were made by altruistic reasons, but the majority were strategical, meant to influence news, entertainment, education, or allow for political, legal, and monetary and and fiduciary gains and control. But all of these united in a common cause. They laid out the foundation for securing the dream of Krakoa. I wonder who came up with those names. Like, I want to know who came up with those names. Phoenix Law Offices. Oh, that's a good one right there. I wonder who came up with those names. Cerebral Films. Xavier got shot, but he's resurrected. Xavier got robbed, but he's a billionaire. I guess we'll have to ask Apocalypse to know for sure, but this hardly seems like the end of the world to me. Any assault on Charles Xavier is an assault on all of us. Okay, I gotta ask, why is Apocalypse wearing like his normal outfit here, but yet in Excalibur he got on like these Egyptian-like robes? I don't get that. Like, where's the consistency here? Anyway, just as any assault on Sebastian Shaw is an assault on us all. So what's your suggestion then? Send out a sandstorm, and 1,000 scabbard beetles to exact our revenge. Since this is the Quiet Council, it feels right to demand you shut your mouth, Shaw. Ooh, strong. Humans are not worthy. When you allow someone who is not worthy of a taste of power, they will gluttonously and poisonously seek out more. Every empire fall begins with a peasant's hunger. So we hunt them down and we kill them. Do I need to make motion or something? Isn't it as simple as this and simple and delicious as that? No. Next page. It's not. Ooh, yo, that panel of Jean. Damn, girl. I saw Charles die. Make jokes, make threats, deny it all you want, but for about 24 hours, I know you felt the same panic and grief that I did. Since we learned about factory-built soldiers and mass council probably a little like this one, doing their best to undermine everything we built. Don't you dare assume we're invulnerable. They've got their council and their soldiers. I assume we're here to formalize the same. Who are our soldiers? X-Force has many iterations in the past, but we're living in the future. Krakoa is not an island; it is a nation. And so X-Force is not a team or a militia or a platoon. It's a mutant CIA. Oh, Charles, how gross of you. How you doing, Mystique? Looking comfortable? Just, are you comfortable there sitting like that? I would really prefer we not compare ourselves to human institutions. If we're talking about mutant CIA, I think we need to strongly consider its moral compass. If we're talking CIA, there's no moral compass except nationalism. Bring on the blood and blackmail. Look at Mystique's face. Look at that smile. She's like, seriously, look at her. Please, I don't think that's a fair comparison. It's much more complicated than. The humans are after us, so we need to fight back. And if Athens is our CIA, then Hercules is our Delta Force. So we've gathered our intelligence. Next page. The armory. And now we've gathered our arms. Forge. You're looking for stuffed animals? Well, wiffle balls? You came to the wrong place. We're here. Oh wait, shit! I missed this battle right here. We're here to get. We're here. We hold up. We hear you got some toys for us. Okay. Forge. Alright. You're looking for stuffed animals or and wiffle balls, you came to the wrong place. What's he even doing right now anyway? What even is that? Like, what's that armor piece around his leg? That doesn't even look like technology from Earth. This looks like some alien tech. God, like, what is that? And what even is that thing he got there? Like, got there on his hip, you know? And what even is that he's working on? Oh my lord! Next page. Yeah. But if you want to get outfitted with the very best in blades, bullets, and bombs, I got you covered. Go ahead and give up. You should find it assuring. My tech always wins. Look at them. Look at these bros, man. Look at them bros. Oh, never mind. Not always. Enough with the foreplay. What are you up against? Heavy firepower. You know, I actually kind of like this look, actually. Yeah, with that, like, just that green stuff coming out of her. I actually kind of like the look. Hopefully this isn't permanent until just her, like, skin till like her skin comes back. I'm hoping because I do want to see Domino back in her normal outfit. You know, they treated me like a lab experiment, carving me in their flesh factory, and I'm eager to return the favor. I heard about that, and I'm sorry as hell it happened to you. Next page. But they'll be sorrier. Ooh, what is that thing you got on your arm? What am I looking at? Been playing around with Krakoan organics, hybridizing them with my standard arsenal. Reuse renewable ammo, I assume. Well, as long as you root and water it every night, you'll never run out. Oh shit, they got a blade on it too? But sometimes it's quieter and more fun to stab. It's versatile, really anything you want it to be. Release me, you lowly mechanic! A head cannon, an earthly sword, a grapple glove, a Swiss Army mitten. The root bleed with your nerve. The root bonds with your nerves, so the interface is nearer responsive. Play around with it, and good luck. Now that you need it. Next page. That's gonna be fun having Domino slice around with that thing. Yo, that's gonna be hype. Next time we get the next exploration, it's gonna be hype when Domino gets that thing on. She's like, it's time to collect, motherfuckers. What about you, Junior? I'm already the ultimate weapon. I need no accessories. Great. Next. But wait. This is what I think it is. They just run right past Kid Omega. Punch bowl of adamantium. Professor's orders. They're whatever we've got back. They're whatever we've got to put you back together. Oh, is that okay? Is that case Wolverine dies? They just put him in there. Okay. This actually gives me an idea. Don't suppose you could make me X-Force as a stage. Suit up and head to the gate hub now. Let's roll. Are they gonna be rocking the black costumes again? Please tell me they're gonna be back rocking the black costume. I love Wolverine in that black costume with the red eyes. I love that look. Please tell me they're back to that. Give everyone black costumes, please. Next time, maybe short stack. Sensors indicate another heist is underway. Next page. Please tell me they're back. They're back to rocking the black costumes. I love those black costumes from Uncanny X-Force. Alright, Forge's Daily Planner. Yeah. Dawn beachside breakfast meeting with Xavier. Plan order the night before for Krakoa, spinach and turtle eggs, 20 omelet, pound of black market bacon, a gallon of black coffee on agenda. Make more cool. Redacted. I don't know what the hell that would say. Alright, checklist. Sculpt mustache, left side actually accidentally longer tights. So deep sea water rise. Question of the day: Krakoan flag. Should we have one? Put it on our weapons? Yes. Brainstorm: sweet ass organic jet ski had hovercraft with platoon with plankton skirted wave control. Be sure not to forget 500 squats every morning at 10 a.m. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and a 10-kilometer run every single day. No, the nation of Terra Verda has far more refused to sign to the treaty, recognizing mutant sovereignty. This is believed to be part because they are developing so-called telephoronics organic tech. Obviously, theirs will suck compared to mine, but it's still better to investigate, of course. Meeting with the armory with Black Tom to discuss improvements to the island security follow-up. Black Tom Steve's super nervous about keeping refuse. Keeps referring to himself as we stable. Stable asks Gene to look into his skull and find and poke around. Fish prototype for perimeter defenses. Rollout production of wingsuit. We need a wingsuit for. Rollout production on forest missile launchers. Begin farming poisonous pollens and mind control fungal spores and oxygen-rich plankton for deep water lungs. Develop Krakoan body spray with extra HE pheromones that smell like bacon and leather. Test out by walking past Domino. Does she look twice? Be sure not to forget 500 push-ups every afternoon at 4 p.m. Fuck, 400 or 500 push-ups? Damn, man. I can't even do 10. Homework. Short stack has requested I build him a redacted. The question is, should I? The question is, how long should I make him wait just to annoy him? Next page. Damn, Portugal's got a pretty busy day ahead of him. Look at that thing. Alright, the point is, I have constantly monitored out Xavier's businesses, mission minutes away. The surveillance went dark on facilities outside San Francisco. This is Green Space, a clean energy startup that experiments with Krakoan tech. There are scientists and security on the ground, but they're no Marduk's dupes. They're humans, alien allies. Excuse me, allies. Many of them Xavier scholars from Stanford. If they die, there's nothing coming back. Next page. I like the design. Alright, it's about to go down in here. Transport hub. We're on our way. Wait, what's waiting for us on the other side? The gate will take you into the center of the facility. Oh shit. Ah, damn it, they're not rocking the black costumes. I mean, they can always bring them later, but I hope they do go back to those black costumes. I love those black costumes. Expect immediate engagement. Roger that. X-Force is a go. Next page. Kid Omega's rocking a double-barrel shotgun. Hey, I'm down with that. See what we got here. Next page. Oh! Well. Dang it. Okay, let's read the rest of this before we get that off. The hell? If I'm still in Krakoa, then where are... Oh, shit! The gate has been closed. Security threat nullified. Time to empty the pockets of these so-called gods. To be continued. No! Kid Omega! Wolverine might actually still be alive. He might actually still be alive. It'll probably take him a minute to regrow his legs, though. So, the Kid Omega... Oh, yeah, he's dead. Well, dead for the time being. But, man, come on, let's go kill him. I like Kid Omega. Bastards. Anyway, so I'm into here. This issue was awesome. That ending, though. Come on, why you gotta kill my man Kid Omega out there? You know? But, hey, whatever. So, yeah, overall, I give this issue a 9 out of 10, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Troy Flag. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.